Seva Kunj and Kisori Kunj are essentially one, but somehow a wall has been placed through the middle to separate them. They are the garden area to the left of center in our map and are numbered 34. Seva Kunj is entered from the eastern side, near Imlitau. It is understood to be the central part of the place where the rasa dance happened, as described in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Here, Lord Krishna rendered some intimate service to Srimati Radharani by massaging and decorating her legs and her lotus feet when she became fatigued during the course of the rasa dance pastime. There is a small temple on the far side of Seva Kunj named Ranga Mahal, where this is said to have happened, and on the altar there is this nice picture of the pastime showing Krishna massaging Srimati Radharani's right knee. Kisori Kunj is entered from Loi Bazaar, near the post office and Hera Jewelers. It is much smaller than Seva Kunj and is not visited very much at all. It's a pleasant place to chant Hare Krishna and remember the pastimes of the divine couple. When one comes out of Seva Kunj, one turns right and walks just a few meters to the temple of Srimati Purnamasi Devi. She is Yoga Maya in the pastimes of Radharani and Lord Krishna. Her temple is number 35 on our map. Here, Purnamasi is stationed right on the edge of Seva Kunj, so she's in the ideal position to assist Radha and Krishna in their rasa dance pastimes. By her potency, all the different events in their pastimes occur, and she arranges for different people to do different things at different times, all to heighten the ecstasy of the Leelas. Right next door is the Sitanath temple of Advaita Acharya and his wife Sita Devi. They are the bigger deities on the right of the altar. Close to the intersection of the Banki Bihari Bazaar Road and the road into Loi Bazaar is the temple of the Gaunitai deities of Murari Gupta, one of Lord Chaitanya's closest associates in Navadvip. It is number 36 on our map and is just below Seva Kunj. It is said that Murari Gupta personally carved these neem-wood Gaunitai deities and worshipped them for many years in Sri Mayapur Dham. He was an incarnation of Hanuman and naturally had a very deep relationship with Lord Ram, which is referred to in depth in the chapter of Chaitanya Bhagavat dealing with the Mahaprakash Leela. His Gaunitai deities reflect his connection with Lord Ram as they are standing with their hands in the mudras of Ram and Lakshman holding bows and arrows. The deities were brought to Sri Vrindavan Dham by a lady named Chandrasashi Mukhodpadhyaya about 100 years ago. Chandrasashi became known as Pashima, or aunt, because of their very intimate relationship with Sri Sri Gaunitai, worshipping them as small children in the same temple up till she was 100 years old. At the intersection on the road to Loi Bazaar, very close to the deities of Murari Gupta, is the temple of Bankandi Mahadev, a famous Shiva Linga in Vrindavan. It is number 37 on our map. Bankandi means one who lives in the forest. It is said that Srila Sanatana Goswami, while living in Vrindavan town at Dwadashaditya Till, would daily walk from there to the Gopeshwar Shiva temple some kilometers away. This was very difficult for Sanatan in his older age, and one night Gopeshwar appeared in his dream and told him, "You don't have to walk so far every day. I've now manifested myself closer to you in the form of Bankandi Mahadev." From that day on, Sanatan would take his darshan at this place. To see Bankandi Mahadev, one goes into the temple and turns to the right. Nearer to the entrance, one finds a number of Shiva lingas. As with so many ghats around Vrindavan town, this is no longer clearly visible, but it is the place of a nice pastime of Srimati Radharani and Lord Krishna. It means the ghat of the blind person and is number 38 on our map. Radharani and the gopis came here once and began a game of hide and seek with Krishna. First, a gopi covered her eyes, while Krishna, Radharani and the others hid in the forest, and then the gopi had to locate them among the trees. She managed to do that quite quickly. Eventually, Radharani covered Krishna's eyes, and he searched for the gopis, but was unable to find them. So finally they emerged from their hiding places, laughing very sweetly. The Shalagram temple is situated on the road that runs down from Loy Bazaar, past the Radhasham Sundar temple towards Radha Damodar. It is on the right, just before the entrance to Radhasham Sundar, and is number 39 on our map. On the main altar are nice deities of Sita, Ram, Lakshman and Hanuman, who are worshipped very beautifully. However, the temple is not named after Sita, Ram, Lakshman and Hanuman, but after two outstanding, very large Shalagram Shilas, which are sitting beneath the deities on the lower level of the altar. They must be amongst the biggest Shilas in the world. Earlier, we were at the Radhasham Sundar temple, and we told the story of how Radharani pressed her anklet against the forehead of Shamananda and gave him a deity of Krishna. The place this happened is just down the street from the Shalagram temple, and it is number 40 on our map. When Radharani pressed her anklet against the forehead of Shamananda, it left a permanent impression on his forehead, which became accepted as his tilak. In between the conch shell and the chakra here, we see the shape of the tilak, which is still used today by the members of his line. Right next to the tilak stan is Shamananda's samadhi, where his transcendental body is buried.